I recently done a What's on my Nexus 5 video, and I asked you guys what videos you wanted to see on any specific applications, and by far the most requested was the L camera app, so today we're going to be taking a first look. Hey guys, Michael here from Copper vs Glass, and can the L camera replace your standard camera application? Let's take a look. So what is L camera? Well, it's basically an alternative application to replace the stock camera app on your Nexus 5, or just in general replace any camera application on any other device. It's a very simple camera that has some material design elements which I'm a huge fan of, and there's also some settings that you can play around with as well, and it's just in general a great application I've not had any issues with in terms of stability, and just in general how great the pictures actually look. Now you've got a settings button here in the bottom right hand corner, which gives you some access to some really useful things like focus, exposure, burst mode, video mode, and also settings. In terms of the focus, you can turn on autofocus, and obviously this is just going to be your standard focus where you tap on the screen and it's then going to focus in on whatever you need for. And then you've actually got a slider once you turn autofocus off, which allows you to get a lot more precise with your focusing. Now the great thing that I like about this is you can focus on exactly what you need to, like this Android figurine just here, and you can also get some awesome macro shots. I'm not sure if it's coming across on video, but you can basically see my fingerprint, which if you do tap to focus on pretty much most devices like the Nexus 5, you unfortunately can't get these awesome macro pictures. Next up we have the exposure mode. Now the great thing that I like about this again is you can get the picture that you need. You can have auto exposure on, which is going to give you the best exposure compensation for whatever picture it is you're taking, but if you want to change the ISO and the shutter speed, then again you've got the ability to do so. Now the great thing about this is it works really well in low light, as if you change the ISO, it's really going to boost up those shadows. Now it is going to maybe look a bit grainy in some of the darker images, but it's great that you've got this manual control. Personally though, I leave it on the auto exposure mode, as in my opinion it works out fine, but as you saw at the start of this video, when you actually launch into the camera, you may need to actually tap just to get that auto exposure spot on first time round. And the last shooting mode we have is burst mode, which again you can have on or off. You've got focus stack and also exposure bracket, and you can change it from DNG and JPEG, so again you can get just the picture you need. Now the great thing about focus stack is when you actually take a picture, it takes a series of photos to get just the right focus, and it basically has infinity focus, meaning that everything is going to be in shot. Now this is great for if you want to get some really nice landscape pictures, or just in general if you want to play around with it. It's a really great feature to have, and again it's something that you don't get in most applications. You've also then got the video mode. Now the video mode is again very simple. Now you can still change the focus and exposure. All you need to do is just tap on the green bar along the side and it's then going to start recording. Now one thing that I don't like is it doesn't tell you anywhere how long you've been recording for, so maybe in a future update it would be nice to see that, and then you just need to press the red bar to stop it. Now as I mentioned, you can change the auto exposure and also the auto focus to do exactly what you need it for, but I find in video mode it's best to keep them both on auto. One massive thing that L camera lacks is front-facing camera support. I'm not too sure why it's in it, and hopefully it's going to come in a future update. There are some very limited settings to turn off saving the DNG file, and you can also change the video and photo resolution from within the settings as well, and it goes as low as 5 megapixels and all the way up to 8, or depending on which phone you have, the highest megapixel count available. And that is L camera. Now it is a great application and something that I can recommend, and the great thing about it is completely free. Now it isn't available on the Play Store, and I will have a link in the description down below to where you can go and download it for yourself and try it out. If you guys have got any issues or anything that you want to ask me about the actual application itself, leave it in the comments section down below and I'll be sure to help out as best I can. If you guys have got any applications you want us to have a look at in the future, again, hit us up in the comments or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass. For more great content from Copper vs Glass, don't forget to subscribe. I've been Michael, and I will catch you guys in the next video.